This is the EiEi Podcast. My name is Jeff. I've been making reviews on YouTube for so many years now, and I also live stream. And I like Monkey Ball.
Well, I guess that means it's me then. My name is Greg from the channel GregCubed. I also do game reviews. Not as long as Jeff. It's been like three months, but same thing, right? Months, years.
Whatever, yeah.
Okay, Jonii, go.
Oh shit. Okay. We're gonna need to. Okay. Hey guys, I'm Jonii. I run a YouTube channel called Jonii, spelled all funky, Jonii. And I do various videos, mostly about video games, mostly reviews. Yeah. And I also like Monkey Ball.
Cool.
That would be Ninja.
Oh hey, I'm Ninjastar Compass. I also run a channel that does game reviews.
What?
Like every day, apparently.
Am I the odd one out here?
Yes.
Sure.
Wait, I don't, yeah, go ahead.
Nah, who?
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay. My name's Tay. I primarily make meme content on my Twitter. That's what I'm known for. I make a ton of crappy videos. And I also stream on Twitch. And I don't speedrun anything in particular, but I do like to do challenges and such. And that's pretty much it.
Hi.
SandyX. I'm a speedrunner, and I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm the odd one out. I just dump my PBs on there. There's no actual content. And I speedran Monkey Ball like 3 times, so I think I know what I'm talking about.
Holy qualified.
Hype. So today we're doing a Monkey Ball tier list of all the main games. We cut out all the mobile games because those games suck.
But Tip and Tilt.
I don't even
It's
know
like
what that
S
is.
tier.
No, we-
Just to fight a secure edition being S tier.
Yeah.
Face the truth.
So we took out all the mobile games. We took out like stuff like Ticket Blitz and stuff that no one even knows because I've
Everyone is able to play.
yeah, like maybe one of
Always
us
engaged.
has played of them. So screw it. But we left an N-Gage because we're dumb.
And I played it, so
And Ninja played it.
We're big brain.
yes.
Mobile doesn't count, but N-Gage does.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I played mobile 1 time.
The N-Gage is half a phone, so
Yeah.
that means that it half counts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also means it's half a game.
I mean, I already know where it's going immediately.
It's true.
So-
Don't spoil.
I guess we will start with
Has that.
Monkey Ball 1. We'll just go around and just say our general thoughts on each one, where we think it should be placed. Let's go the same with order we did last time.
We should probably do it in order of release.
Expert 7.
Extra 7.
Oh,
That's all you need to know.
Expert 7, F tier.
F tier. I think Monkey Ball is a solid A. Like, I don't... Either A or S, personally. Like, it's Monkey Ball
I think
1.
it's a solid A. I think it's a solid
Yeah,
A.
I'd go with A.
I'd say like high A,
Also,
little S.
A, honestly.
I was
I
honestly
think,
thinking-
because Super...
Oh no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you go ahead, Jonii.
Well, maybe I will go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was honestly thinking of it as a low S because I think it's pretty comparable to Monkey Ball 2, but I could see it high A.
I think high
the time-
A, yeah.
Yes,
I
it's
think
high
with-
because 2 improves upon everything.
That's true.
I think for 2001 launch game, it's like really great, but like it's like I don't know, it lacks some of what 2 has.
Well, I mean, are we judging it by like today's standards or just our personal opinion?
Just as a Monkey
guess-
Ball game. Like, what do you think it is as a Monkey Ball game?
Actually, I think compared to Monkey Ball 2, all the levels in Monkey Ball 1 are way shorter, way faster. Goes the
Mhm.
game quicker.
For sure.
There's not as many levels, so it's shorter.
There is also less content, like less mini games, and there's story mode in Monkey Ball 2. So I
Yeah,
think
not-
I think
Oh, yeah.
I think A is fair personally. But
But there is a a trick on Monkey Billiards. If you mash A, you get the first shot every time.
I've never played that. I played a little
I guess
bit.
it has to be S tier now.
The easiest tier.
Well,
Um,
that monkey billiards trick
Okay.
moves it right from A to S, guys. I'm sorry, gotta go up there
Billiards trick,
just for
The
that.
soul factor.
Okay,
um,
so
Billiards.
I guess Monkey Ball 2 now. So,
I think S personally, if we're just going like, if we're just judging based on what a monkey ball game is.
Yeah, if we're based.
Yeah, we
if
can
we're
vote in the
basing on what
chat.
a monkey ball game should be, then it would be easy to put it in S. But I mean, like as a game by itself, I think A.
The thing is, I think I want to judge this personally based on how it is as a monkey ball game. So
I agree.
I think it's top when it comes to monkey ball games. I can't think of any game that I like more as a monkey ball game. Obviously, by today's standards, it's kind of had some problems, but story mode, fun
Jeff,
levels.
Jeff, what about Super Monkey Ball Junior? That's the best game. That's S
Oh
tier.
man,
Double
I
S
owned,
tier.
I
Well-
owned a Beat Junior when I was little. That was a pain.
I still
We all super biased towards 1 and 2 and Deluxe.
maybe
Honestly,
potentially.
but
Deluxe is easily an S.
I think anything from Monkey Ball 2 besides S is like wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem right.
It's my favorite.
Well, yeah.
so I think we
is,
go
Is there
with.
anybody here who has a different favorite than 2?
No, that's illegal. Everyone knows that.
So
Don't talk
Guillotine.
about that game.
So I guess just put an S in.
Yeah.
I don't see it being anywhere else.
all right, what came after that? Oh, Monkey Ball
Let's go-
Junior.
Probably.
Junior, yeah.
Hell yes, S tier.
Dude, easiest tier, dude.
All right,
Best
I've
game.
played Junior.
S for
It's-
Super Monkey Ball Junior.
It's not that bad, but it does have its problems. It's a watered down version essentially of Super Monkey Ball.
I'd say
Right.
I personally give it like a light B or like.
I'd give it a. Here's the thing. I would give it a B because it is true to its core. Regular Monkey Ball, it's just a bit watered down.
I
Like instead of an
Mhm.
actual 3D, like the what is it? All the stages are rendered. Weirdly, I gotta look at the footage again. But you're a 2D sprite in like a 3D world.
In my personal opinion, it's B tier.
I
but
think it's
some
B
people-
because like for what it is, it's a Game Boy game, Game Boy Advance game, and it's like it's fairly competent. I mean, what are you gonna do with Monkey Ball on? You know, they worked around the controls, they worked on some level design, and I think it's a competent. You know, it's not super fun to go back to now, but I think for the time, I used to play it as a kid, and I thought it was fine. So I think B tier is my opinion.
I still like it.
I would go with C honestly because I can't control it. It's hard to control compared to 1 and 2.
You're right.
It's a
It is hard to
real
control the
step down.
D-pad.
Controls aren't
Just
very
say
good.
that is true.
Yeah.
C for control or D for D-pad control.
C for control.
One of the
It's not
biggest.
so much
nice.
the D. It's not.
I think the biggest caveat with Junior is that you have to know that A and B
Yeah,
like
no, for
speeds you up
sure.
and slows you down. Otherwise, the game will be like way more confusing.
I didn't know
control.
that until Johnny's review.
And
I-
Johnny didn't know
I
that.
I
did-
didn't know
I
until Ninja told me.
So you didn't know until your own
Literally,
review
Johnny's
either.
the one that taught me that.
No, I honestly, I would probably say C because I think it is very competent. It's a good game, but like when I think about like even a lot of the later games compared to it, it's just really almost never my first choice.
Mhm.
Like
That is
I'm
true.
like, oh, I'm gonna play like
I think C does seem kind of fine.
yeah, I would personally.
I mean, jumping ahead a little bit, comparing it to Touch and Roll, I would give Touch and Roll a higher score.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't
Because
argue. too
due
much.
to controls are so good, you know.
Yeah, I don't think Junior's bad. Like I was actually casually playing it the other day, and it was like it's fine. But I don't really think it accomplishes much that any of the other games don't really.
That's fair.
I think
That's
it's
fair.
fine for a Game Boy Advance game in 2002. I think it's.
I would not.
Yeah.
Today, I
I'm
don't
not one to
know.
argue with C tier.
I think it's like low B minus, high C. You know, that's.
Yeah,
I think I'm
feel-
gonna give it B overall though, just because it was a good effort in my opinion.
Yeah. So what are we getting?
So
What are we in G?
Well, B's and C's, so one of the two.
I guess you can just give it a.
I think.
I mean, I think nostalgia's telling me it's a B, but I think honestly probably a C.
I'd say good C.
C is
That's
fair.
B.
Okay,
C.
so next is
D. C.
okay. So next,
C the most.
And don't forget, C means average. I mean, you know, if you're going by like a grading system.
I think C plus, if I had to say. Yeah.
okay, so next,
But
yeah.
we have an S, so C is a D here. So
No,
just
no.
saying.
S has to mean like
S is
almost
above
flawless in
A.
every way.
S is like top notch.
Yeah.
S is like extra credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so next on the list is
I'm just trolling.
Next on
So
the list.
that's-
Oh my god.
so this next is Engage, and as the one person in this group I think has played it, I think it's F tier, no question. You can't even debate it. Like
I haven't
I've
played
never
it,
played
and
the Engage one.
I've watched
it's
footage of it.
everything.
Isn't
It's-
it similar to Junior?
Yeah.
It's everything that Junior isn't, in a way. It lags hard. It controls badly. There's
Mhm.
no levels. Like it's just Junior, but horrible. That's what it is.
Big
I think the thing that stuck out to me the most when I went over the footage from the Engage version while doing the segment you did for my review of Junior, I took one look at the monkey target footage and I was like, hell no. It is the
Oh God,
worst
it has
looking monkey target. Yeah,
literally-
Yeah.
the water is just not rendered at all. It looks like
No.
Nice.
No.
Every target is like a square, and like you have to land at like the very tip of the target, otherwise you'll roll completely off. Like it's so bad.
Oh my goodness. Pull out the AVGN quote. What were they thinking? What were they thinking?
I think they were trying too hard to like push.
Orbits.
It was definitely
Literally made by LJN.
no.
if only.
It may as well have been, honestly.
They definitely were trying too hard with the hardware to be impressive, but in the end, it was
Right.
like didn't a lot of product to be like optimized at all.
I agree with F because I have never played it and it looks like shit. So.
I'd rather play a Super Monkey Ball Tiger electronic game.
Honestly.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Dude, can you imagine?
so
collectible.
Can you imagine? That'd be sick.
Doesn't
That
Doesn't
would
that
be
ex-
so bad.
like,
look it
press
up?
up to
Does it
move.
exist?
There's a Sonic
No.
one. There's a Sonic one. I don't.
I know
there's-
there's a Sonic one, but
There is
is
a
there
Super
a
Monkey Ball Happy Meal play.
There is not. It's too late for that. Sonic Adventure got
look it
one. That was actually pretty cool. But
Yeah.
that's the only
Sonic
thing.
got a few of them. I have one for 3D Blast as well. I think.
Yeah. The Sonic Adventure one's probably the only good-looking Tiger game I've ever seen.
I can't
It's
say
also-
any
You guys
Tiger
seen-
games are good.
Yeah.
You guys seen the commercials for like it's like the foreign commercials for the Sonic Tiger games
Oh
from
yeah.
McDonald's where it's
Pakistani
like,
ones. Yeah.
Shadow tennis.
Yes.
Yo, and Amy
As someone who
Pakistan.
played
Shadow
Tiger games growing
basketball.
up, they suck. I actually played. I had Castlevania on Tiger games as a kid, and that was the only That's actually the only Castlevania game I've ever played.
I have
Oh,
Space Jam
franchise
as a Tiger
My
game.
my poor sweet child. I am so sorry for you.
I need to play some for sure.
Donkey Kong is a Tiger game.
Yeah.
I mean-
Please kill me.
I've
Going
always
slightly
wanted-
off topic, my first Mega Man game was Mega Man and Mega Man and Bass on the GBA.
Oof.
Oh, the worst version of it? Oh, okay.
When I say
Um,
screen, you say crunch. Screen.
Yeah. Queen Crunch.
Crunch.
Go.
So next up is Super Monkey Ball
Game.
Deluxe.
I mean,
PS2 and Xbox.
Tier.
this is a very.
Literally S
This
tier.
is
Is that even
this is close. This is like so close between S and A. It's like crazy. Like
You know,
I'm
this
honestly
really makes me think.
We
But,
should have
Deluxe.
because the PS2
Deluxe.
version is trash.
Oh yeah.
PS2 is F tier.
Just focus on Just focus on Xbox version, honestly. Just
But,
pretend
like,
the
we're
PS2
assuming-
done.
like for all these games, we're assuming that we're playing on the
Yeah.
the best version.
The ideal.
The best
For sure.
version. You know what I
PS2
mean?
is F tier though, if it existed.
Um,
Okay, PS2 best versions.
I'm on record for not enjoying Deluxe just because of the controls, but I think overall, objectively, it's either high A or low S because it's really just
I-
Monkey Ball 2 with more stuff, and I'm just a
I haven't.
I-
boomer.
Well, don't forget, Monkey Ball Deluxe is 1 and 2
Yeah,
with extra levels.
for sure.
It's literally it's the closest we'll get to this Monkey Ball 3 because they scrapped it, but then they included those levels in here. It's a little gift to us.
Yeah.
So I'll give it. I'll say S just to be fair.
I would say S.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't played the Xbox version yet. I
Now
would
this
say
makes me
S.
think about putting 2 in between S and A.
I'm gonna be the weird.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the weird divisive one because my big caveat with Deluxe is the way they sorted the levels from 1 and 2 together completely destroys the flow for me.
Fair.
It just doesn't feel natural.
Fair.
I
But
think
other than that, it's fine.
I think it made story mode a little worse, in my opinion. Cause like.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
the thing-
no, absolutely.
Because like in
At
2,
least you
right?
only
Like.
have to do 10 of each.
Like the thing about it's like in 2, you had all these challenging levels, right? But you had like infinite lives. You had to keep like pushing yourself to beat them. But in Deluxe, you could just like, you know, like oh, there's like 10 levels that are super easy. Let me just do those. I don't have to do exam C. I can just ignore it. Like, I don't know.
Because the Monkey Ball 1 levels aren't designed with that in mind, so it doesn't feel right.
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
it
'cause
could.
don't
It would
forget,
still work.
The differences between Monkey Ball 1 and 2 is that the physics are a tad bit different in 2, and also in 2 the camera is angled differently. In Monkey Ball 1, it's you're more towards the bottom. I mean, more towards the center of the screen. Where in 2, you're more centered towards the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Here's my problem.
D4.
I can objectively say Deluxe is definitely either S or A tier. I personally have never been able to enjoy it because I always felt like the Xbox control stick just wasn't as fluent as the GameCube one. Now I still enjoy it to an extent, but I just never got the same I never got the same feeling. Like I always felt like my controls were a little imprecise. So that's my like boomer opinion. But objectively, I think it's like objectively
That's why I'm hoping that
fine.
they port them to modern consoles.
For
So
sure.
we can see, is it just our nostalgia? Is it legitimately, the controls and everything?
For sure.
Because I would love to play it on a PS4 controller.
I do
We'll play
think.
it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Here we are with Banana Blitz HD.
Speed run wise, there are no notches on an Xbox controller, so if
Right.
you try to do like pause strats, they're gonna be kind of hard.
Correct.
Can't have that perfect angle.
So
Honestly, this is kind of an unpopular opinion apparently, but I really don't like the new Deluxe levels that much.
I
There's,
don't
like,
I
there's a
don't
lot of-
love them, but they're fine.
I think like half are good, and like the other half are like not good. I
They're
don't know.
You know
fine,
what?
but there's too many like maze levels in my opinion.
Yeah, it was kind of like okay, they're not like that great, but I still think it's S tier though, because it's like that's just extra. Like
Yeah, I can't say it's lower than A. Like I just objectively I can't say that. So I think
I'd probably-
S is fine.
Yeah, I'd
For the sake of the
personally
fandom,
say
we can't
S
say
is
that.
fine.
So I guess we're gonna agree on S on that one.
so next, I think would it be Touch and Roll or Adventure next? I guess we could do Touch and Roll just because like it's the last one with the logo.
Touch
before
and roll
Adventure.
It's
is
touch and roll, yeah.
I would give a B.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I would give it an A.
Same.
But I'm also biased.
No,
but
no, B.
I think it's A tier.
I think
I'd
B.
give it a low A. That's the best I could do. I could give it
I need to replay it though, because I played it literally once.
The problem is I've never played this. I'm just going off of what I know about it. I think I could go with a B on it, but I've never played it, so my opinion's not really an opinion.
See, it's good. Like it's a good game, but the touch controls are nowhere near as good as the GameCube controls.
I could see that.
So therefore,
I could see
it's
that,
gotta
yeah.
be B.
For
I
sure.
played it with D-pad, and it's honestly not bad with D-pad.
No, the D-pad actually.
Still, that's not as good as GameCube either. So
Like literally, all you
I
have to
kind
do
of give
is
you a B on that one, Chief.
maybe. I could just be the.
I mean, now are we talking about the controls or gameplay here?
talk about cool. I guess.
Honestly, I'm really torn because I could give it a low A or a high B. Either way is fine with me.
Let's just give it B so we
Deserves
can.
B.
I think B is fair.
Exactly.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. Super Monkey Ball Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait,
my
Yeah,
S.
hell yeah, S tier.
If I'm being honest, off of my day one impressions, I'm feeling like a B or a C.
Oh no.
I'm being honest.
No.
Maybe like a
Start with adventure.
maybe like a low C.
So
Here's the
I think
thing.
we start with the first level, right?
level.
But I don't know. How does it even work? I literally don't know how this game works.
It is both a story. It's both a
So,
story.
like the open world part of it.
Yeah, I have
Guess.
played it before. I can give some of my opinions on it. It starts off like open worldish, and you have to like find specific people to talk to activate missions, and it's a long and tedious process. This is the game that needed a jump button because they expect you to walk on tiny platforms. And as a kid, I couldn't
sure.
even access like the second mission because it's like, oh yeah, you need to go up this mountain and then drop onto this tree into this house. And I'm like, what? I could even. Either way, years later I replayed it, and I'm like, this is still trash. It was just like they tried to reinvent the game by like giving it a more expansive world, and they also gave it some more. They gave the monkeys like some more realism. I would call it like the Smash Bros. Brawl version of Monkey Ball.
God.
They tried to add in realism.
My experience with this game was I really loved it as a kid, but did a review about it about 4 years ago now. Really didn't enjoy it. I saw a lot of faults. I still think this is a very good bad game, if that makes any sense. Like I love playing it because it's just so funny.
Hard crash?
Yeah, I did. I did it on screen for the review. I purposely like.
It shows the crash information.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
the
get that.
funniest shit ever.
Well, there's a glitch where if you.
Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Okay, shoot.
Also, if I believe,
think maybe-
Adventure even includes levels from Monkey Ball 2.
Like a cop.
I think it's a low effort, honestly. They reuse music. Graphics look like crap. I give it D personally. I don't think this game is
I would
very
give
good.
it a D because it's not. If you could skip all the overworld stuff and just get straight to the gameplay, I would give it a D.
I
See,
think
like,
Think of like doing Animal Crossing's chores, but rolling in a ball.
there you go.
A
Perfect example.
kind of torn out adventure because like the story mode's like an obvious D tier. Like that's obvious. But like the challenge mode is like a B tier in my opinion.
I don't agree
honestly,
with that though. I thought
The challenge mode is good.
I say
but the
challenge
story
mode
mode is
is
bad.
I say challenge mode is like C tier. They reused music. It looks bad, and the levels aren't that exciting. They're not terrible, but I think it's C tier for
They're
levels.
better
I
than
do
some
think the
big games.
challenge mode
honestly.
is like passable.
I'm enjoying the challenge mode I've played. Is one thing.
My
Oh,
only,
and
my only
I know
issue
we're
with the
going through all
challenge
these
mode-
games. You should put Banana Blitz HD last for us to talk about.
That is
since it's
last,
season
yeah.
one.
We're doing it in order.
We're doing them in order, so that's the last
Yeah,
one.
we're
yeah.
going
And I have a lot to say about that game. So
This Monkey Ball Adventure needs to actually be S tier because it's the only Monkey Ball game to appear in Jeff's top 10 video game trees video. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
it's an honor.
It's the only
It's also
one.
the only PSP game.
Oh, something else. Since we're talking about the things about the game that feel lazy, can we talk about how every monkey in the game uses EiEi and Mimi's voice clips?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
even
I pointed that
Gongon?
out.
Oh,
I pointed that out in the game review
Gongon
actually,
uses EiEi's voice pitched
Every single
down.
one.
for sure.
Like why? They had so many monkey voices they could have gone with.
Right? They couldn't have recorded any more
All they
either.
They didn't even have to do that.
They couldn't have
could
used, like-
just change the pitch.
Right.
They did.
It just sounds really bad.
It's just
like,
super
even
obvious.
the
Gongon-
fact that if you
Right.
choose baby in challenge mode, the game loads faster than any other monkey.
Really?
Wait,
I did not know that.
Bad.
Really?
Oh my God.
I did not know that.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
That's
Pretty
cool.
That's
sure
kinda
that's the thing.
funny.
They said that at GDQ when they ran the game.
Shit.
Wow.
That's
That's
cool.
my time.
That's amazing.
I was gonna make an excuse. I'm thinking like I would say something like less polygons, but I highly doubt that.
Smaller model, maybe? I don't know.
I don't doubt that.
Really stupid.
Yeah.
It's probably like
they
a coding.
code
It's
it
probably
right.
like a coding error. Honestly, it's not like.
Maybe like babies like character models like slowly easier to access in it directly or some bullshit.
It's probably
I have a fun fact about this game because I just want to flex my obscure Monkey Ball lore knowledge.
Oh boy.
Apparently, Monkey Ball Adventure, the ball levels, like you're, or I guess you're in the ball the whole time, but the physics are actually copy and pasted from the Crash Twin Sanity levels where Crash and Cortex are wrestling.
Wait.
Not even joking. It's,
really?
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
made by
God.
Traveler's Tales. So yeah, they copy and pasted that. So it's literally the exact
Well,
same.
that's why the physics feel off.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly why they're all.
They do feel
You're
slightly off,
kidding
but
me.
they honestly
Oh my
they don't
They're
feel
not-
that bad.
I
There's
don't
like,
think they're bad. They're just you have to get used to them.
I think they're
The
below
one
average.
the one thing I think that's weird is that like you have like a lot more inertia. Like you have to slow down a lot more, in my
I feel
opinion.
kind of slow and floaty.
Yeah.
I do like the animation.
Really,
though.
Crash Bandicoot.
I like some of the animation. I'm not a fan of the intense running, but some of the other touches are kind of nice.
Yeah, the
Oh.
instance. I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
He's got some
just
movement.
bolts.
He's like, oh Lord, he's coming.
Exactly. Even
So-
to the point where EiEi's doing it on the box.
Yeah.
So
On the PS2 version. On the PAL version, yeah.
Yeah, where he's making like the face.
oh yeah. Oh, funny
The
story.
face.
I mean, we already talked
Okay.
about this in the chat today, but I made a bullshit thumbnail for that video when I reviewed it, and someone doing the OST for that game, like they've uploaded all the songs from it, they somehow used that thumbnail, and it's like the funniest thing in the world to me. I've been telling everyone.
I was
I'm so
I
dead.
was looking at the soundtrack and I found it. I was like, what?
I thought it was a Photoshop. I thought Ninja was like messing with me. Because I know Ninja likes that thumbnail, so I was like,
Yeah. So the D tier, I guess.
I think D.
that one. I
I'm going
think that
D.
box cover alone is D tier. So
Yeah, Adventure is a good D.
I'll give it a D. Yeah.
I give like a high D, but it's still D tier. As
yeah.
far as Monkey Ball goes.
Then we have Banana Blitz. Yeah, you guys
D
start.
Oh no. Okay,
F,
this
F,
game
F,
is
F,
definitely a D.
F.
So
D
back in
or F.
2006,
Okay.
Okay.
when I was a wee lad,
Yep.
because let's be honest, it wasn't that bad. The main problem with it was that one, it was overly simplified. It was essentially a watered down monkey ball game. And unfortunately, since it was a launch title, I guess the developers were like, well, motion controls are the only way to do this. And that's why it's so rough. I feel like if it was a later Wii game, it would have done a lot better.
This is another game I have a long history with. This is like, I reviewed this 5 years ago now, I think. When you look at Banana Blitz, you have to take into account everything, and you have to take into account it's not just the main game. There's mini games, and all 50, if not most 50 of those games were complete garbage, and just they didn't function at all. And then you have a story story mode that's like so underwhelming and controls so poorly, in my opinion, that I struggle not to give this game an F. I struggle not to give it an F. So I might get overvoted on that, but I think it's an easy F. I don't like the new designs. I don't like music was good. Music's fine. I didn't like the menus. You had to hold there's a lot wrong with that game that I didn't like the bosses.
Yeah, right. There's a lot.
I give it an F.
Is that I wouldn't. I know you put an F. I would give it a low D.
Ooh.
I agree with you there.
Well, like I said, I know I might get outvoted on that, but that's just my
No. I
take on
feel
it.
you because I know how frustrating it was. Personally, I kind of give it a low D, but I got better things to say with the remaster that I'll bring up later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
So
So I had
Never
spent.
played.
Yeah. Okay. So I had spent my entire childhood was spent playing Monkey Ball 1, 2, like Touch and Roll and stuff, like the good ones. And I went into Banana Blitz knowing its reputation, and it was still worse than I actually thought it was gonna be. I literally like World 1 and 2, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. But by the time I actually went out and made it to like World 8 and like 9 and 10, it's like an easy F tier. Like it's actually horrible.
Bro, that's like the equivalent. So you play 2 good games and then you go to that. That's like the equivalent of eating
Four games
New York-
alone.
New
I
York
went to-
pizza and then immediately turning around and grabbing Little Caesars.
I think I like Engage when I like Banana Blitz. I'm not even joking.
I'm not even. Yeah, I would actually
Yeah.
agree with that as well.
Wait, what would you rather?
Okay,
I would rather play Adventure and Engage than play Banana Blitz again. If I'm being like honest.
I agree.
It's my least favorite game of all time, probably.
I mean, at least Adventure has Monkey Target where you can get a perfect score every time.
At least
know, I
Adventure
got
has
an idea.
functioning controls.
We should add
Right.
another. We should add another ranking. We should just make a complete trash one underneath that.
Just add a new
Poop
ranking and then call it
ranking.
Banana Blitz original. Honestly.
Oh, seriously, I opened this game Christmas morning. I think it was the year after it came out. It was like Christmas 2007. I opened this game, and immediately upon looking at the box, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because I grew up with two, so like I was like, "Why do they all look so stupid?" And who was Yan Yan? I was like, "This is so stupid." So I started
Yang
playing it,
confused me.
and I got to the first boss fight, and I was just like, "Okay, I'm never touching this again in my life." And for the most part, I didn't. So
It
was bad. Very
It
bad.
literally looks like
You-
the difference between classic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and then the other.
oh my god, yes.
That's the most obscure analogy. You
It's
could have
it's
made.
it's also to me
But it's
it's
accurate.
like you versus the guy she sees or whatever that meme is. Like Monkey Ball
I
1.
was about to say
Oh
that,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, no, I think my first experience with Banana Blitz, I'd already known its reputation. I grew up with 1 and 2. I believe I'd played Junior before I played Banana Blitz as well. I actually saw it at a friend's house. Her mother had bought it for her, and it was on clearance. That's the only reason she owned it. And I was like, hey,
That's a good sign.
Can I try this game? And I was just telling one of my other friends this. If you ask anyone who is in that room, they can attest to the fact that I played it by myself while they were in the room for like an hour, and I spent that entire hour bitching about everything.
That sounds like me.
Why do they all look different? Why are the motion controls so bad? Why is Monkey Target shit now?
Yeah, that was pretty much my.
It's the whole game shit now.
I don't.
True.
It's
I
pretty
think-
hard to ruin Monkey Target. It's look just really have them go down a ramp.
It's
Why?
not even hard.
Was it worse than Adventures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played
Honestly,
it.
I don't think it's
I'm
worse than
honestly, I feel like honestly, I would rather play Banana Blitz Standard than I would Adventure. Although I think Adventure is a more interesting game. So I'm kind of conflicted on that.
I will say this: if it had any option to use the nunchuck, I would at least say it's a D+.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, and force motion controls do give me a really bad.
I think every Monkey Ball player that's played 1 and 2 before Banana Blitz would probably agree. Honestly.
I
biggest
give it
crime
an
this
F.
game does, though. The biggest crime is getting rid of Dr. Badboon and his assistant.
Yeah. What the
Where
heck?
are they?
Where's the system?
Where are
That's-
they?
In regards
They
to
got
the
rid
new
of them for good in the
characters,
last game.
Yan Yan, I'm pretty cool with Yan Yan. Whatever, she's fine.
yeah.
Why the fuck did they just make Doctor? He's just Doctor. He's the
just
least
Doctor.
creative character there's
Right?
ever been.
We didn't
I
talk
mean,
about how
There is
there's,
baby, though. There is
Doctor
baby.
doesn't want to beat her.
Okay,
Doctor's
Oh,
a
so
also, can
boomer.
we talk about Baby's redesign specifically?
Oh my god,
like,
so bad,
why?
so bad.
Space
So
Baby.
the other ones I can deal with. Baby, no.
Actually bad.
That was like a
We didn't
2-minute
talk
rant
about
in my
how there's,
review.
Like a million characters in Adventure that you can buy in the story mode and play as.
I kind of forgot about that. Yeah.
Honestly, kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, no, I like that idea a lot actually.
You can't use them in challenge mode though, which is like,
Yeah, it's just kind
Oh,
of dumb.
Yeah, there's
you
no
can use
reason
them
to
in
buy
the
them.
mini
then.
games,
yeah, it's just mini games.
Really none.
which is weird, but it's a cool idea.
It's a cool idea.
Yeah.
They,
So we
they had
give-
they
so
had the
we'll
ball
give
rolling
Adventure
there.
props for trying to branch out,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't.
They
too
tried,
bad.
even if they failed.
Did
Like,
they have Doctor?
no.
Oh, I'm gonna look.
Damn it!
Instant S
I'm gonna
tier.
look.
My favorite Monkey Ball character, Doctor.
Dude, imagine
like-
Monkey Ball without Doctor. I can't.
Yeah, dude.
I can't do
TV.
it. It's
Took it
like
all.
having Sonic without Sonic.
Why you-
Honestly.
Oh my goodness.
So
Classic
it's
cover.
definitely
art.
either a D or an F. The question is which one.
Let's do our votes.
I-
Let's all vote and we'll
Complete-
like come with the average.
Wait. It's gotta be. We should put it as D so we can put the step and roll as F, because that
What?
might be worth.
Okay,
No,
I'm about to be very
I haven't
conflicted.
played Step and Roll, so I'll let you guys handle that one.
I'll start, I guess, because I've played a lot.
Go ahead.
I think it's C tier. If I'm being frank, honestly.
Ooh.
I
is
kind of
every-
agree with him.
So much of the game is correct with step and roll. Like the Wiimote, they got rid of jump button and character stats. That's like an immediate good. They the graphics are actually like really great for Wii. Like if I'm being honest, like they're probably one of the best looking Wii games I've played. Like the music is amazing. The level themes, although kind of generic still, like they're not bad. They're not like adventures backgrounds, which like are boring as heck. But like the biggest flaw with Steppenwolf is the fact that they had to add the balance board support, which basically ruined the
Right.
level design.
Right.
Like kind of generic.
That's
But
so
everything
bad.
else is so good about it, and that's what makes me mad.
Okay.
That-
Let me. I honestly don't know what I think of this game. I maybe played it for 1 hour. I played it with my good friend and collaborator, Amazing EiEi. I played it at his house once for about an hour. The thing is, I don't know if I wasn't thinking to try it, or I was just like, I assumed because Banana Blitz didn't have analog control, Steppenwolf wouldn't. So I went in using the balance board, and if the game was only
Soul.
balance board, it would be easily below F tier. Like, that was the most miserable experience I've ever had playing a Monkey Ball game, was using the balance board. Now, if I have to imagine those same levels but with nunchuck, probably C-. So that's my stance on
doesn't
it.
use the nunchuck.
It
The
doesn't.
controls
Wait,
make
what?
it
Still motion
more
controls.
bearable.
Oh, okay, never mind. D. D.
What? The most controls are not that bad. The
Yes.
jump button is really the worst part.
Nah,
about it.
dude. D. That brings it down a peg for me.
Like they tried to make the load design a little bit better by adding like tikis with the Wiimote. Like it helps a little bit, but it's not the same. Honestly.
Well, it's garbage. Compare it to Super Monkey Ball 2. It's so bad.
Right.
I don't understand. I hate Sega.
I don't think it's that bad as it compared to like
Played it, I just don't remember it.
compared to Banana Blitz. It's like way better.
I don't know, fam. It's about the same to me.
I'll give it a D plus.
Like it's
I
either
remember
D or
it
C
being
for
kind of
me.
hard.
I honestly think it's
In,
C tier, but yeah.
Put it in W tier for Wii Balance Board.
No.
I think D tier is. I mean, do you think D tier is fair, guys? Or
Put it in poop.
Yeah, I guess.
I would say maybe bring Adventure up to D, and maybe I'd agree. I don't think it's on
Banana-
as Adventure, in my opinion.
I think it's better than Adventure. I'll say that.
Switch Banana Blitz to Poo Poo tier, please.
Yeah.
Switch that down there.
Alright,
Bye.
next.
Thank God.
Next.
Okay. Next is Super Monkey Ball 3D. This is the only game I bought at launch when I got a 3DS, and I can say with a straight face, this is the most average and boring game I've ever played. So I can give it nothing else but like a straight C. Like, there's nothing bad about it, but there's nothing good about it, and I was so bored playing it.
I would
Yeah,
argue that for
it's
Monkey
easy.
Ball, that's kind of bad. But I mean, I don't know.
Monkey Ball 3D is brain dead easy.
Right.
I would say F tier. But,
F?
I mean,
Well, the thing is, it's so
Like,
inoffensive to me
I mean,
that I can't.
how's
every
the
other
level
Monkey Ball
design? I
game,
know
you
it's
could say
easy
whatever you
to-
want about every other Monkey Ball game, but they at least have some challenge. Like removing the challenge from Monkey Ball, like that
Okay.
basically ruins the whole game.
That's fair.
I would agree with that.
Maybe
Like,
I give it
there's
a
no
D.
desire to play it. Like
Did you play with the 3D owner? Oh,
That's the real question.
I'm gonna
I
give it.
don't know,
C,
it's
I'm
called-
gonna give it
it's
C
called Monkey
minus
Ball
D
3D.
plus. That's my stance. C minus D
I
plus.
put it in D. It's not in the same tier as Junior, bro. Not the same. There we
We could
go.
go like
Perfect.
in order from like left to right. Like left is better.
Yeah, yeah,
than right.
yeah,
for
I
sure.
think that's fair.
So
I would still agree with this.
how would we put D here?
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I'd agree,
Like
I would agree with that
adventure,
order.
step and roll 3D.
I think
Or
that's
should we
good.
do this?
Fam,
Yeah.
3D is.
3D is
I don't
definitely
know.
worse than
Yeah,
Steppenwolf.
that's. Really?
Yeah, Steppenwolf at least has somewhat interesting level design, even with the tikis. Like 3D doesn't even have that.
So yeah, that's 3D. Then is Banana Splits, which I
Now,
can't
Banana
rate
Splits,
because I haven't played it. I don't know.
I played it.
I haven't
gotta
played
be
it,
honest.
but I haven't played. I'm just gonna say B tier.
I'm gonna
It's
give
probably
B
that good.
because I heard it was fine.
I was gonna. Well, before we all hop to conclusions,
Okay. No, I'm glad that you've played, or I'm glad you know about it because I don't know anything about it personally.
no. Look,
I mean, I've watched gameplay, but
the thing is that I would probably say it's the closest to like one of. I don't want to call it the best, but the level design is tight. It's got real environments. It has personality, and like, I'm hoping they port it because it's a really nice game. They got some really cool stuff going on in there.
Aesthetically,
I
it
would
looked.
actually give it.
Yeah.
I would give it an A, to be completely honest. Oh, yeah, and you can even make your own levels. Granted,
Really?
it's limited.
Oh,
Granted,
really?
it's like a
Yes.
horrible
Oh.
feature.
That's what I've always wanted.
I did not
Now,
know. I did not
granted,
know
it's
about
heavily-
that at all.
Now we're talking Smash Bros. Brawl editing.
I think it's
Oh,
worse
right.
than Smash Bros. Brawl editing based on what I've seen.
It might be crap, but a level
But
editor
you,
is still cool.
but you can edit levels,
Right.
and
I
it
have,
is a
like,
traditional monkey ball game.
I heard the next mainline game might have that because they did a poll on Twitter and that's what won. So
So
I had some like Monkey Ball copy game that was like Marble Saga or something, and that had a level editor, and that was
Yeah.
cool.
that's cool.
Yes. Oh my goodness! Imagine people making their own monkey ball levels. We could get some insane.
There's like infinite potential.
Well, they do
in
make
that
their own
idea.
levels.
Yeah.
What else
I
could
mean,
happen?
even
Literally, that
like-
happens.
But
ROM
I'm
hacks.
Right.
talking like Mario Maker,
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We should actually have Super
So-
Monkey
Yeah,
Ball
I
Maker.
wanna-
That'd be actually pretty sick.
Monkey Ball Maker.
I gotta share this. I saw this custom level for Super Monkey Ball. You know, in Super Monkey Ball 2, the ring level
Yeah.
in the washing machine world.
oh,
Oh,
was
no.
that.
it took
But it was-
66
it was-
rings,
Yeah, 66 rings.
66
Oh.
bracelets, whatever.
Oh, 8 bracelets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
66.
66 bracelets.
I've seen
Oh
that.
my god, I could not imagine.
I could
Imagine
beat that.
doing the strat for that where you like fall off.
God.
Do that multiple times.
Just do that over and over again.
I'm still feeling B tier, honestly. I don't
I'm
know.
giving it a B plus.
But oh yeah, if you haven't ranked Splits yet, I would honestly put it in A. It's an A movie game.
If it has a level editor,
Well, you're
I
the
think
one who's
it's,
played it, so.
it must be the only one with a level editor. I don't think any of the other games have it.
I hate that they didn't crop it correctly, so it's like the white boy, isn't it?
You can even play with gyro controls if you want to. It's an optional thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we should trust his A because
Yeah.
he's the only one who's played it out of all of us. So
He's like,
I think it's fair to.
I honestly think Banana Blitz HD is a B anyway.
I mean, I wish I had it still, but I borrowed it from a friend, and it was pretty good.
Mhm.
I wonder if he still has it though. I should honestly. I need to go hunting for a PSP and get that game. I don't look it up on see how much it costs.
A Vita. If you want to
Yeah.
buy it again, I'd recommend getting a PlayStation TV so you could actually like have it on the TV.
That is true.
It's probably better, but it's also cheaper.
I'm seeing it cartridge only for like $17.
Dang. I saw it like literally once at GameStop and I didn't buy it. I got mad that I didn't buy it because I haven't seen it since.
Yeah. I think there is. I'm trying to find like a complete in box one.
I'm
There's a
surprised
complete-
GameStop still sells Vita games on it.
Actually, yeah.
They
that's
do.
what I was
That's fun.
They still sell Vita games. You can
That's
still
cute.
walk into a GameStop and buy games via Vita. For some reason. I guess they just see no
Well,
reason to not have
that's-
it.
And that's Sony then, because that means they're telling them, hey, put this on the floor.
What are we doing next? The mobile game or BBHD?
I mean, mobile's like
Uh,
C tier, but
Do the mobile game.
there
I
you go.
played it.
I don't know anything about it.
It's fine.
Oh, if it's like
It's not worth
soccer
talking
edition,
about,
then it's not.
Yeah, it's Sakura Edition. It's like fine. It's like C tier.
Tilt your phone. That's how you control it.
I feel like it controls very badly. I've played
It's a little jank, but it's like it's fine. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent on it. I just remember not liking it very
Okay.
much.
Banana Blitz
BBHD.
HD.
It has-
Banana Blitz
It's
HD.
It has
I'm
finally
feeling,
come
I'm feeling
to
B
this.
tier.
So same here.
Ah.
Same here. I'm
I'm feeling B tier.
feeling B tier.
tier.
I feel like we should all give our argument for our choice
Yeah.
before we make a final decision.
Okay, fair.
Sure.
One at a time.
Okay.
I do not think it should be B tier.
Let's go in
I do
order.
not.
Let's-
think
let's
so.
go
I
in-
think it should be like D tier.
For this
Okay.
one, let's just go in
Yes.
order and talk about each of
A
our
member
opinions.
order. So let's start with Greg.
So start
Let's
with-
go in order because
Greg.
this is the. We all
Okay,
have
Greg.
fresh
I-
in our minds.
I feel like I just had the same experience I did when I played the original one, except the controls. Obviously, it's not motion control, so it's like slightly better. But it's just like I was playing it and I was just like, damn, I wish I was just playing Super Monkey Ball 2 right now. So I just did that instead. Like it was, I just hated it. And then the theme song was so annoying to me. I don't know why. I hate it. I know it's not like
Really?
a real reason to hate the game, but damn, that was
Really?
not a
Huh.
good theme song.
How about the
I
kick
did
Greg?
not like it.
Okay.
No, but seriously, I don't know. It if the level design's the same, it's still uninspired. The boss fights, like I got to I think it was like the World 3 boss fight, and it was like I was having trouble with it, and I was like, I don't feel like it's worth putting the effort to beat this, so I just
Right.
didn't, and that was where I ended.
Okay, so I'm up next. I've put a stupid amount of hours into this game. For one, I've speedrun it for close to 100 hours, and then for two, I'm working on a review, so I've been replaying it even more recently. I've put a ton of time into this game, and from the time I've spent with this game, I have to go C. I just think there's a lot in the game's favor. To be fair, graphics look fine. Some levels still look kind of jank. Music is overall pretty good. There's some really good songs in there. I actually like the theme song personally, but sorry, Greg.
Some H Jeff.
But I even would say C- just because the mini games are atrocious, and like I played them with Amazing Eye the other day. I had it was the most miserable time playing mini games, and the physics in this game are wonky. You drop inputs all the time, at least on console versions. You drop inputs fairly consistently. Moving still doesn't
I'm
feel
glad
that.
to know that wasn't just me.
Yeah, moving doesn't feel that good to me. The level design averages from average to terrible. 10-5, for example, is like brutal, almost impossible when you're first starting out, or if you're just playing it casually. The balancing definitely does feel off. I'm spoiling a lot of I'm writing. There's a review on this coming out next week, but whatever.
Ooh.
This is kind of my overall thoughts on it. I won't say everything I have to say on it just because of the review, but overall, I don't think it's hard to improve upon a game that was already terrible. They did what they could. They had a low budget. I think C-. They were able to bring it to C-, but they weren't able to make this a good game in my opinion. That's it for me.
All right, whose turn is it?
Jonii.
Oh, so that's me.
Yes, it is.
Well, I bought this game, I believe day one. I'd been getting back into the franchise, and I actually was pretty pleasantly surprised with it, although I went in with pretty low expectations because I'd already had an experience with the original. I don't know. I think it shines through that it's a very low budget game. Very little could really be done, but I think even just improving the control, the level design is pretty solid consistently. The boss battles are shit. The mini games are shit.
Oh, totally.
I like the music. I actually do really like the theme song. But as far as the main game goes, aside from the boss battles, I honestly have been having a great time with it. I'm 8 worlds in. And I'd rank it a B personally, just because I think it's generally a very solid game, but it doesn't do too much amazing. It's just fun, but it's not much more than that.
And that's something I forgot to talk about is the boss battles are just straight up. Some of them are. World 2 is broken in my opinion, and the others range from playable to blah. So boss battles were. I don't know what they could have really done to fix that, considering it's a remake. But
which one was World 3? No, not on 4. World 4. Oh my goodness, I did 4 within I think I did it in 15 seconds. I literally bum rushed the giant robot.
Oh yeah, you can do that one pretty quick.
You can do that one really. My
For sure.
first go it was horrible, but my second go doing it, I was like, oh, you can completely ignore the missiles and go straight for the big button. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are definitely really broken.
Okay, sorry about
But
that.
yeah, the bosses
One thing I forgot to mention, because I was just about wrapped up, but I actually forgot to mention, original Banana Blitz. I hated the redesigns. I loathed them. This time around, maybe it's just because I didn't hate the game that much. I'm still not completely won over, but I kind of like them. I think the graphics look pretty nice.
I still hate them. I did not. I unfortunately did
Don't hate
not.
them.
I still think they're crap. The
Iron
costumes
Baby
are.
bother me, but Mimi's cool.
The costumes are a nice idea, but they were ripped from 3D. But the costumes were a good idea. I wish they added classic design costumes.
That would be
but
sick as
Which
hell.
did.
yeah.
I
Oh,
think they should do that
don't
in
get
the
me
future.
started on classic. Don't get me started on classic because they added in classic Sonic into the game for some reason.
That's another thing.
What the
We
hell?
I was so
we all know
confused that
why
it was classic
we all know
Sonic
why
and not
Sonic
modern
is in
Sonic.
there.
I was like, what?
Sonic is in there to sell the game.
Right.
Because
And
come on,
Much.
because come on,
but
Sonic.
Why
sells.
classic?
but they didn't even
why
it was
classic? I
it was it was such a lazy put in. Like it just feels like a bad mod to me. Like it feels like one of those like mods someone would make. Like the model doesn't look animated. You don't there's not even like a jump sound effect or any sound effect when he jumps.
I
Or
mean,
any,
there
like-
There is a jump sound
Okay,
effect.
but
It's
it-
just not
there is a jump
normal.
sound.
it's not the Sonic jump sound effect. It's just like some generic sound effect. There's rings, but it's like it's such a lazy. It's cool, but it's like such a lazy inclusion for me that I just could not. It feels like I'm playing like some bargain bin game when I'm playing a Sonic. I don't know. And I don't think they did a good job putting him in. They could have done so much more.
Okay,
I need to
so-
make my argument now. I need to make my argument.
I need to make my argument.
No, let me make my argument. I'm a hardcore Sonic fan.
I love Sonic, but I didn't like what they
Side
did with
note,
him.
they have a Sonic pinball game, but not a Super Monkey Ball pinball game,
Right.
which would have been perfect.
Right.
Counterpoint: this is better than Forces.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD is the best 3D Sonic game. Don't at me.
I mean, recently. Yeah.
So, also Sonic Riders in the GameCube is the best Super Monkey Ball racing game. So,
That is true.
Hey,
hey.
We got a man of culture right here.
Yeah.
wait, was
Also, Super Mario World
Was
is
he
the
in-
best.
Sonic Riders?
Dark Souls.
The first. I don't know about the second or third, but he's in the first one with his
was it?
original design.
They'll play someone from Amigo.
What about
He's in there.
Sonic
Yeah.
and Sega All-Stars
Isn't Mimi
Racing?
in one of the?
Yeah,
other-
that one.
One of
I,
the.
I transform.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That is the read.
Let me look
I-
this
I
up
gotta-
because I didn't know about that.
Before, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to post the a Sonic Riders artwork of EiEi because every time I look at it, it makes me happy.
I guess he is.
Oh yeah, and it looks awesome.
I never unlocked him.
I know Ninja's dying
There he
to.
is.
Ninja has to be dying to say his thing.
Well,
but,
that announcement gutted everyone.
See a monkey ball. Team went. I was like, oh, it's gone. So when they announced it, I was very mad when they first announced it.
Right.
Obviously, as most people were,
right.
because it's Banana Blitz. I'm like, okay, Sega,
Oh yeah.
definitely. Like I only knew they were kind of cashing in a little bit and rolled out. Like I think that's pretty obvious by now.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
But,
It was right after it was announced.
It's been a couple months, right? I'm like, I do feel like there's a good. I feel like it's a good game, but you could feel the 6-month development so hard on it, and that's like the
Oh my
worst.
god,
part.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no.
like everything, I feel like that's wrong with it is definitely because they literally had like no time to make it. It sucks, but
Right. Yeah.
I would say mine. I could always like see the issues. Like they're just always there, and you can't like ignore them.
Exactly. I can't help but compare it to the GameCube game. So
I
don't know.
try not to compare it to the
definitely
game.
not B tier to me.
I planned
let me
on
give my
buying it,
argument.
but I
It's time.
found out it
It
releases
is time, boys, for my.
on, it releases on PC.
We're gonna
later than console.
we're gonna pull 12 Angry Men here, and I'm gonna convert you.
What?
Oh, you've never seen 12 Angry?
No.
Oh my god, never mind. So, going into Banana Blitz HD, a couple months ago when they announced it, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like, I knew the game was trash, but I was like, they're remaking it for a reason. I was like, because I'm like, they could have easily let it stay dormant and have done nothing. And obviously, it's obvious, the only reason why they redid this game was because it was the best-selling Monkey Ball game, because it was a Wii launch title. Like, come on. Some guy went off the numbers, unfortunately. But either way, I pre-ordered the game. I got it physically. It came with some stickers, which I didn't open yet, which was pretty cool. I got to playing it. My first playthrough went pretty well. Of course, if I'm gonna start aesthetics wise, the graphics and aesthetics are beautiful. I love the level transitions. I love the black and yellow they have. It's snappy, it's quick. It's got some personality to it. You know what I mean? It's not just like a bland white menu, which a lot of games tend to have. What was the other thing? Level design is pretty. It's obvious, you know, they had to increase the difficulty, albeit artificially, by turning wide platforms with bars and rows with bars into thin little beams. But I feel like that's where the replayability comes from. You know, it may be annoying at first, but you learn how to, okay, you can jump and go full speed on this rail and then jump off. That's for the level design. Overall, mini games are pretty trash. I can see the effort they put into tweaking them a little bit, but they're still pretty bad.
I thought they were terrible.
Yeah, they are pretty bad. I mean, the only one I kind of like was I forgot what it was called. I think it was the top-down one. That's like a traditional monkey ball game, but it's so weird because it's like you're emulating a cursor to control instead of actually having you control them.
I didn't think it controlled well at all. That was the first one I tried to play.
I was like, why didn't they just let us control the actual monkeys instead of having us use an arrow
well,
that's how to influence their direction?
That's how you could tell it was obvious they just ported it from the Wii. Like, there was like no...
Yeah,
they didn't really do much.
They must have had a hard time because I was like, what in the world? But going into since they are in Vibrant now, my favorite worlds are World 3 and 9. 9, I love them. When I first got it, because I was playing, I was like, this is amazing. I was like, and the difficulty there was like just, I have all the medals except World 10, which I need to work on because, of course, you know, 10.5 is a pain.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good one.
Oh my goodness. I only try it once. Other than that, I'm gonna go insane. But I feel like Banana Blitz HD just has something special to it. That's why I would give it a B.
I actually have to completely disagree. I didn't think it had anything special to it. Like, I felt it lacked soul, if anything, besides maybe the menu and the theme song.
I feel like it has more personality. I mean, in reality, it should probably get a C, in my fanboy opinion, because I've been starving for some monkey content. That's why I'm probably giving it a B.
Yeah.
But I mean, the levels are short and small as it is. It couldn't have hurt some levels. So, another thing too is a proper practice mode. You can't practice. You often lose all your lives. And then one more thing I wish they could have done was, I saw how they tried to replicate the original Monkey Ball by having a beginner, intermediate, and advanced stage, but all they do is break up the worlds from World 1,
right,
1 to 3, and then the full game.
And that bothered me a lot personally, because it's just not the same thing.
What they should have done was just had speed runs for just each world separately.
Right, I think that would have been smart.
Because that would have, honestly, I feel like that would increase the speedrun potential for the game. Having separate worlds would have more people practice them instead of just practicing long stretches.
As much as I just want to like beat down on BBHD, like I can genuinely like see the effort that went into it despite the short development time. Like, you could tell they were trying to appeal to the old fans as well as the new ones. Like the introduction of like the time attack mode for challenge mode, and like the fact that they tried to like cut down the mini games and stuff. Like, I could see there was a genuine effort. I just feel like they were rushed too hard with too little of like a staff to make it actually work.
Yeah,
like, I just feel bad. Like,
there's even a couple ads, and it's funny. The only ads they have are, of course, there's no public ads on TV. You know what I mean? Obviously, they don't have that budget, but they have a couple ads on the official Sega channel, and I watched some of them. They weren't that bad. It was the dev team, dressing up as monkeys, talking about the
Yeah, I
game
saw
and
that
whatnot.
one.
And
I did
it,
see that.
it's kind of cool to see them be proud of something. And I guess that's
Yeah.
why they're hoping that if this turns out well, that they'll make a new Monkey Ball game.
I mean, here's the thing. To me, this is good overall. BBHD is good in the sense that I'm not saying the game, but I'm saying in terms of it'll bring some interest into the series again for sure. It'll gauge what people want from a future, and that's actually the sole reason I bought it. I wasn't really looking forward to playing Banana Blitz levels again. I was like, okay, whatever, and I was actually angry, like many were when it was announced. So the thing is, if this means in the future we could get more from this series and they could learn from it and see what we like and what we don't like, and it was just something they could put out there so that they could do that without it, costing a ton of money or just outright canceling the franchise. I think overall it's a good faith effort by Sega, and they've been trying with a lot more franchises recently for sure. I can name a few. Shenmue, Panzer Dragoon, stuff like that. Even stuff that's getting ports and stuff. And I'm glad that they gave Monkey Ball another chance. If anything comes from this, we'll have to see. The Twitter looks pretty positive as is, but we just don't know. But overall, I'm happy that this is a thing, just because it could potentially launch the series into a life in the 2020s. So I'm totally fine with BBHD overall because of that.
I have faith based on the interview that they at least know what people want. You could tell during the interview with the devs that they were like, we understand that people like Monkey Ball 1 and 2. It just sounds like, Banana Blitz was the only one that could really do. So, how to kind of make it work.
Yeah, it sounds like they need approval from higher ups.
Yeah.
To do more. So I guess what it was like, let's say there was a team at Sega, they're like, hey, we love Monkey Ball. The anniversary's coming up. Can we do something about this? And then I guess one of the guys is like, sure, but the catch is you got to remake this game to see if people want it. They remake the game, let's say people do want it, and then they go back and they're like, all right, boss, we we ported this game. It's getting fairly good reception. Can we make a new one or remaster the old one?
Yeah. Sort of going back to what Ninja was saying about that interview, what stuck out to me is not only were they aware that 1 and 2 are kind of the fan favorites that people want to see, but it sounded like 1 and 2 are even their favorite games.
Right.
They're like, yeah, what's your favorite Monkey Ball games? And they're like, oh yeah, 1, 2, and Banana Splits. It's like, so you get it. You guys know what people like about this franchise.
For sure.
I think a lot of what they attempted to address through changes in Banana Blitz HD, even if unsuccessfully, like cutting down the mini games, trying to tweak the difficulty, stuff like that, it shows that they kind of understand some of the things that people didn't like about the original game, and with what limited resources they had, they tried to improve on those things. So I personally can't fault the dev team. I think the circumstances made a game that's not as great as it could have been, but I think it's a really solid effort, and I think it's a fun.
A solid C for average. I think would be fine.
I go C. Personally, C is what I'm going to put it at, and I think it overall has good intentions and was done somewhat competently.
I think it should be a high C, like above junior, but not.
I agree with that. C plus.
That's fair. And beat them, join them. C. Fine.
Yeah, I was gonna go.
I
B,
didn't like
I'll
it, but
say-
I get it.
And on the topic of Sonic being one of the biggest additions, going into his character a bit, so some people were saying, I remember when they said, oh, Sonic's gonna be in the game through some near the store. What was that? Oh, no, that's what it was. It was leaked through X. The achievement list said, beat the game as. And everyone was wondering, all right, how are they going to incorporate Sonic? Is Sonic going to be the ball, or is he going to be in a ball? And I remember that there was a big discussion about that. And then we found out that he was in the ball, like, all right, this is fun. And then we're like, oh, it's classic. Sonic. And there was I guess some people are like, why classic Sonic? But in my opinion, I'm thinking classic Sonic plays on nostalgia. Monkey Ball is a nostalgic old game that bringing in classic Sonic is more of another level of it. Hey, classic Sonic is something older fans care about.
Right.
I feel adding in modern.
I think classic Sonic fits with the art style better than modern Sonic.
Yeah.
Like you don't. It's like you don't want like Logic Craig Smith saying a bunch of like one-liners during Monkey Ball.
My
Nobody
biggest,
wants
Oh my
that.
god, don't get me started on him.
Like nobody wants that.
No.
Roger Craig Smith is just in here.
Like I don't
And
know.
also, classic
Hey
is
guys,
silent, which is
totally radical, right?
my problem was they just
Whoa, take it easy there,
Totally
Baldy.
radical on the universe.
Whoa, take it easy there, EiEi. We gotta get those bananas.
You snooze, you lose.
That's pretty good. Actually.
Whoa!
Way past cool.
Dole.
Chili dogs.
That is
Like-
one slippery banana.
But yeah,
No, that's
like,
the real biggest disappointment of Banana Blitz HD is they didn't get the Dole sponsorship back, so it's a hard F.
Hard F.
We're still talking about that dual sponsorship. Oh my.
That's what was the real downfall of the
we
franchise.
should move
Right.
Deluxe to F tier because they got rid of Dole sponsors.
Exactly.
Oop.
Rip.
1 and
Okay.
2 are the only games that matter, and the only thing that's good about them is Dole.
Put
Yeah.
it below Banana Blitz.
No.
Not gonna lie though, as a kid, Monkey Ball did get me into eating bananas.
Did it?
Oh, same. Especially Dole Banana.
Because Monkey Ball was like my
Eating
favorite as a
bananas
kid.
was
And
not-
bananas
That was
were
the only reason I even care about.
Do you know
And you
Banana
wonder why they
Blitz?
talk about how ad placement is so influential on kids.
Oh, right.
I'm like, Mom, we need bananas.
I'll be honest. On
You
my
know-
on my CRT TV, I'm not even sure I could tell like if there was a logo on the banana. Like, honestly. I'm pretty sure I had no idea that
They
was a thing
say-
until I was older.
All I knew is that Dole was on the bananas and I like food.
I
If
don't
you
know.
eat 100 bananas, you'll get an extra life.
Oh,
This
really?
kid just passes
you'll
out from.
probably die of
Eating bananas
radiation.
and Monkey Ball is like the most cursed.
I
like,
gotta
why
say-
you gonna
Die
replace
of
Dole?
radiation.
You know, I gotta say the
You
real.
know bananas are
greatest sin.
bananas are radioactive, right? Bananas
Yeah.
contain a small bit of radiation in them.
Do they?
I'm
My
hearing
eye
it.
must be glowing by now.
Shut up.
That's what
Just
what
a small
happened to the
fact, I hope
original
you know.
design. Is EiEi actually shed his skin?
Oh, I was just about to say something like that. Like the bananas is what caused them to change to the whole appearance.
Bottom eyes, I think
Morphed
this is-
into this new shape. That's the real biggest sin of Banana Blitz, though, is that they not only did they not have the Dole sponsorship, but they were in bed with Chiquita, of all things.
Oh.
Chiquita, can you imagine that?
Yes.
That's why
I think
No wonder the series went downhill. They got freaking Chiquita. Like,
Exactly. Chiquita just came in and
Blitz
fucked
is
everything
so
up.
bright and colorful because it's radioluminescent.
Oh my
I
god.
think-
The
I think
world is
Chiquita's
just
only-
reacting to the banana radiation.
I think Chiquita might only be Stefano. I don't know when it's Banana Blitz.
I
know-
think there was.
I thought it
oh
was
wait,
Banana
no, you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Stefano for sure. I don't know if it. I don't think Banana Blitz. Chiquita.
I thought it was.
I don't think there's not even Chiquita on the bananas. It's literally just.
Yeah,
Thing-
no, Monkey Ball was on bananas, but the bananas weren't in the game.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, that's
Even Dole
so
got that-
bananas.
Oh,
Literally,
you know what? While we're here,
I
let
wonder
me.
if anybody ever saved a Chiquita banana with a Monkey Ball sticker on.
Yeah, while we're here, let me show you.
I actually
Here.
I have I have a Chiquita banana. I actually have a Chiquita banana with the Donkey Kong Country Return sticker. I have the sticker.
That's cool.
I know. That's so hype, right?
Dude,
Wait,
you
can
should
you-
sell
I
that on
think
the
it's cool.
internet.
Can you screen
We need
share
more
this
banana
video I'm
video game
posting?
sponsors.
What is with monkeys and bananas?
I don't know.
Yeah, what is that? Where does that come from? I'm pretty sure
'Cause they
banana
like
trees
banana-
don't grow in jungles. Like, we can still voice chat. I'm just gonna end the recording. So,
Yeah.
this has been Jeff.
Okay.
Just
This
yeah.
has been Greg.
This
Yes,
has been
Joe?
Johnny.
It's been
And,
Ninja.
This has been SandyX.
and we have.
This has
I'll
been
put all the
ProTayToe.
socials. I'll put all the socials in the description. So check out our shit.
Follow me on MySpace.
Peace.
Peace.